everything great about.
Valid tones disclaimer. You wouldn't want anyone to self-activate their radios illegally with, like, I don't know, a Baofeng. I am not going to add or remove a win here, but there is copyright music, so if you're wondering why the introduction is muted, that's why. Acknowledging the existence of Presley and Ivy. I bet most of the budget for this scenario went to making this fantastic title screen.
The civil authorities have issued a radiological hazard warning for Fresno, CA, beginning at 12:24 p.m. and ending at 6:24 p.m.
Proper Sage Dave format. Another note about the Dave voice, clearly they are using Oddcast Dave. Currently I use Liquendo Dave, which sounds a bit more realistic since you can remove those pauses. And it also sounds a lot more realistic in general.
Radiological hazard warning for the Clovis Metro. The following message is transmitted at the request of local authorities.
Can you be a bit more specific when you say local authorities? Like, I don't know, the Fresno County Sheriff's Office. In fact, you could have removed the part where it says the following message is transmitted at the request, since Dave is not on NOAA Weather Radio. He's on Sage Digital NDEC CAP messages. It could have worked if it was NWS CAP, but what are the chances of them using NWS CAP?
You're listening to NOAA weather radio stations W, X, K, 56, and K, P, South, 506.
That is Oddcast Paul. The voice that is used on NOAA Weather Radio is Voice Text Paul. At least they replaced it later in 2019. Half of a win because, first of all, they didn't obtain it by the time they were making this scenario.
Peachtree City National Weather Service on Facebook or follow us on Twitter at NWS.
I did not know that there were sirens in Georgia.
Here is a regional view of the weather.
Alright everyone, it's gonna be Burr outside.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Fort Wayne Police Department.
The sirens nearly gave me a hard time hearing Paul, removing half of a win.
In addition, it now appears that Fort Wayne police have determined the cause of these unusually dangerous events.
What is so unusually dangerous about this event? Oh, yeah.
At 4:25 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Constructive criticism. Paul would have made a weird pause when he said at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which would have sounded like this.
At 4:25 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Police spotted a strange figure, surrounded in a scary-looking pink glow.
What's so scary about a pink glow? Anyone? Anyone? Removing a win.
This individual is described as a white female, unknown age, 6 feet tall.
Miss Radioactive is above average height for women, which makes her menacing? Forza Horizon. IEM bot noise. It says radiological hazard warning? How did they do that? That's some great amount of attention to detail.
Where are you going, Michael? I just wanted to meet you.
I am going to add 10 wins every single time Miss Radioactive laughs from this point forward. If you watch the Clay Ranger 143 version of the scenario, it will say, "Thank God I got the hell out of there." If you watch the Radioactive Girl 00 version of the scenario, it will say, "Well, well, well. Somebody wanted to get out of there fast." The blue narrator implies that it is Clay Ranger 143, but the pink narrator, who is this? It can't be exactly Mr. Radioactive. So, I guess we'll never know. Adding a win because for making a difference between two different versions of the same scenario.
Currently 7:35 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
Is that Mason Coleman?
This is David Wilson speaking to you from the KZRG News Desk with your evening news.
Well, that explains our answer. She laughed, so I must add 10 wins.
You helpless peasants shall never escape the wrath of Miss Radioactive. Bow down to me.
I'm sorry, Miss Radioactive, I can't do that. That would be in violation of the first commandment.
Or suffer from my radioactive materials.
So I have chosen death, I guess. She laughed again. I guess we won't be hearing Mason Coleman, David Wilson's burning.
This girl is highly toxic and extremely dangerous.
That sounds hilariously bad. This girl is highly toxic and extremely dangerous. She laughed again, so you know the drill.
Miss Radioactive also appears to possess instant teleportation abilities.
Is Miss Radioactive an Enderman from Minecraft? Oh, I'm sorry, Ender Woman.
May 11th. On Saturday, May 11th. On Saturday, May 11th.
If you slow it down, the text says, you haven't seen the last of May 11th. Pink signal loss.
In addition, recent reports have stated that Miss Radioactive has been slowly changing in terms of appearance.
What?
This is a cataclysmic situation.
Is she going supernova? Some really nice music.
Things will only get worse as I'm here, everyone. If you are hearing this, you have been warned.
Laughed Mr. Radioactive has. Add 10 wins, we must.
This is a cataclysmic situation.
Miss Radioactive goes supernova. Again. Her laugh has caused a great disturbance in the force.
You fools shall never escape my wrath. Bow down to the Queen.
For the last time, no. But you do mean by Queen, the Queen of England?
The Queen of Terror.
Terror? I never heard of that country. That is something that you won't see in world maps. Her laugh will send you directly to the Twilight Zone.
Mass devastation has occurred in several major cities, including the following. Austin, Texas. Dallas, Texas.
Mr. Radioactive, have you heard of Don't Mess with Texas?
The President of the United States will be speaking over this station shortly.
My fellow Americans, good morning.
President Clay Ranger 143.
And we shall continue to be known as one nation under God.
Amen.
Thank you.
I'll be back.
Let's add 10 wins one last time. Also, a sequel. And in that sequel, I die. Final count. And the reward is